Hello there, and welcome back to Loses, where today we are once again continuing our Fall of the Republic 1.3 preview playthrough as the CIS. First and foremost, though, we need to go from Kessel around here to block off Ringneldia. I'm not actually sure if we want to do that. I just saw the name and wanted to make the joke. We'll probably do that. Thank you, Rhino. 5 whole gifted subs. Very appreciated. Keeping the hype train going over on Twitch. All right, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna invade through Foremost and cut off Ringneldia. We're not going to actually attack Ringneldia yet, but we're gonna go over there. Oh, stockpile credits. We are done. We got that though. The other thing. So I was thinking primarily this next couple episodes. We're going to be trying to go through Christophsis, Rhodia, Krondra, and Bresnia to connect us over on the Rusan side. Like, I want to do a nice big hug around the galaxy, which will include some of these eastern things, so it's not the worst. Not the worst case scenario. For that, I wasn't sure if I wanted to say Ontario or scenario, so I fucking mixed it up, and now it sucks. Oh well.
Choose your reinforcements.
But let's read some names. We got Holocoid Swarm, which is a real ship name, not a patron one. This is Auxilla. We have Ruru. Uh-oh. Okay, you went for Mirai. That's fine. Then we have Thanks West End Games, Scrapbots, This Even Cannon, and I'll put in our fire team of recusants over here. We've used this fleet quite a bit, so I do want to start attacking from the south with some of the other ones. And worst case Ontario. Alright, yeah, that makes sense. I even considered auto-resolving on this one, because obviously there wasn't really much there. But for anyone who has seen the stream schedule this week, we're actually starting the EaW playthrough on Friday. So that's all mostly ready to get started. That'll have some pretty whippish elements in it, especially when we get to the Ceruvi. But it'd still be fun. It's a lot of capital ship patrons in that. Really hard to scale the patron ships properly sometimes. Thank you, Shrine, for the gifted subs as well. Very epic.
Construction complete.
Alright. Get on over there.
I'll be there.
I need to make sure that I don't just, like, abandon some of these planets, which need a lot of help. Charos, you can build up. Oop. I'm not gonna go, like, super deep on those, because we only need so much. But Nilvan, you can get food, and Bill can as well. Also, thank you, Croissant, for subscribing. Very appreciated. Yeah, it fits the EaW playstyle, but it can make it difficult to make sure I'm able to use all of the ships. Okay, that's 310 pop. We are building this fleet up here to deal with all of the leftover patrons. Oh, right. Liana. Okay. So, they're all built. Means we'll go back to this tab. Get Temparis, we'll get Montillions, Rayquaza, Musky Husk, D1 Party Busk. And I should be able to just move you over and get a few more.
Construction complete.
So, cheap variant, and then we're at pop cap. There are some structures you'll be able to build to counteract that on top of just conquering. But they are not in for this playthrough quite yet. Alright. Honor foremost Christophsis. So really, it wasn't first and foremost we could have formed. We just headed towards foremost.
Choose your
It was second
reinforcements.
and second most.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Alright. Hailfires. I'm not going to bring Sora in just yet. Let's get some Droidica.
Better come up with a plan.
Even though they do take forever to deploy, they're very fast.
And lost
Yes,
a
sir.
build pad.
Once we have them all deploying off of dummies for the companies to help with galactic performance, it will be a bit faster on deployment as well.
Forming squad.
So that'll be handy for multiple reasons. You know what? I'm gonna get you, and I'm gonna go around the way there. They can deal with some Nogri.
Ready.
We've secured a landing
Alright,
zone.
Protodeca, Sora, and Artillery.
Fight's not over, EaW.
Selected.
Don't go too far up. You're too fragile, emotionally and otherwise. Oh, that'd just ruin my day if I was
Construction complete.
if I was a TX-130 Saber tank. Okay, a couple of you stay here.
Go for their engines.
Oh, we got him. I think they must have had mostly infrastructure there as well.
Control achieved.
That brings us up another 12 pop cap. Which means I think I can get another Munificent. So, oh, that's just a regular one. Don't even need that. That's a regular U, which means we've only got Square Peg class landing ship
Production.
and HMS Greg.
Production.
And I think we're got everyone at least built. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna try to go into Christophsis with these guys.
Construction complete.
See what they got. And I did build our PAC.
Battle.
Okay, just the goal in 2. I would have turned on Cruel if I could, but I don't think the option was set up. I'll check the menu again there, but I don't think the option was actually set up when this playthrough started. Because we showed the new like options menu and how Cruel works now at the anniversary stream, but
Choose your reinforcements.
this started like a month before.
The mission
Ohio.
is complete.
Storm
New
Force
task assigned.
with some lupuses. Diamond, we have Big Scrimpin. Polar X's, which are influence based now. Have been for a while. Auxiliary. We have Dental Floss Cutter. Intergalactic Danking Clan. And Ori loves Nebulon B2s. Absolute slander. Can people not do that? Like, come on. I do not. Suck. I'm gatekeeping Nebulon B2s by not letting anyone else redo Nebulon B models. All mine.
Usually with a lightsaber. Shut down
Hey, Kiwi.
targets Alpha and Beta.
Octo standing by.
Alright, that actually did a ton of damage to Storm Force. I should probably try to keep Storm Force away. We'll loop around there. And I'll even send It's All Ohio on the side. The Nebulon B2 is not something I'm allowing the team to outvote me on, even if they wanted to try. I don't know how that vote would go, but it's not happening.
Designated Alpha.
Maybe for Imperial. Only place I might change my mind to it. Like the whole world of other Star Wars ships that people could want and could be asking for is like, no, let's have the same ship that's already there, but with another weird spur on it. Real waste of your shilling powers, everyone. Great job. I hope you're happy.
We cannot allow Republic forces to retake target Alpha. Final arming sequence engaged.
Any chance to escape?
Alright.
Shutdown
Christophsis,
sequence nearly complete.
time to go on the surface. I also spent, over the last couple days, I've pushed a bunch of updates on the Sins repository, the Ascendancy repository. So everything that doesn't need to be baked down for sins for the Ascendancy models has been updated with the newer models. It's like something like 7 or 8. All the SSDs plus the Raider, Secular, Munificent, and Lucre Hulk have been updated there, and some Emperor of the Hand units. But it was something like 30 new models that are in Ascendancy. So if you're an Ascendancy player, you can check that out on the live stable side. Empire of the Hand stuff's coming soon, and then there's obviously a few units that haven't been redone yet. So like there's no model to directly replace them with. But any ETA on the most amazing mods out there? I don't know.
And computer active.
I don't work on Star Trek Armada 3, so can't answer that question. I don't like that Mont is getting attacked. Attacked-ed. We have an ion cannon, we have the Dreadnought Shipyard. I can't get a fleet around there in time. I think we have to just go for Formos.
Building under construction.
Beginning construction.
Construction complete.
Tactical battle imminent.
Okay, that... I'm gonna go with an auto-resolve on this. Because I don't think that speeder bike was about to cause many problems for us, if I'm being entirely honest. And I think I'm gonna move this fleet back down here now. Got Charos.
Building under
Build those back up. And... well, let's save, and then we'll do Christophsis and then Formos. They're SPDs.
commencing.
I haven't really played that many battles on Christophsis since Rhino did the map. Despite all the fancy new props.
The fight's not over.
And Colin did
Not over.
another set of props recently for Onderon, which should all be in for 0.3. So when you play on Onderon and Revan's Revenge, you'll have a dedicated map, hopefully.
Tactical adjustment. The fight's not over.
It's also like dusty buildings and stuff, which is a pretty useful thing to have universally. Okay, you three go straight over there. You guys go to the middle. And this one is going to go up north. I'm going to send a group of tanks to each of the
Reload your nav
landing zone.
Wow, we really killed the defender escalating attack. Roger, roger. Scanning vehicle.
Miguel's asking, is there any whatsoever chance to add a promotion mechanic from those nameless leaders? Always thought that would be fun. So, not generally in the way people think about them, but I do with the Officer Academy minor heroes. I do want to go away from their kind of current setup where you get like a slew of them into having much fewer of them, but a bit more of a dynamic system for it. Because they're not... like, you end up with a ton of them once you do get the Officer Academy. And I'd rather have, like, fewer of them that are having more of an impact or are more interesting to play around with.
Preparing to fire. We made it. Wow.
Okay, you guys should go meet them up there. The poor Gats. This is not their specialty.
Hey, don't leave.
Alcataras aren't going to be great there. Uh-oh.
You down?
Get to the safety of the Octoptara.
Uh-oh.
Well, that one's gone. I'm gonna get an MTT and
Roger, roger.
EAC and some super battle droids. We can't use the bombing run until we destroy that. So keep going.
Roaming run available.
We may not need bombing run and bombardment, but I'd like to be able to use it if I need it. It does turn out to be necessary.
Juggernaut ready.
Get into the Juggernaut. Definitely a Juggernaut.
Ready. Ready.
Rearming, powering motivators.
Over there. Alright.
We made it.
This should be able to handle the one saber tank.
Armed.
Now,
Ready.
get into the base. If I have this one in behind the buildings, it's never going to be the first thing that gets aggroed. So, it's going to be the second. Never mind. It didn't get there fast enough. Well, we tried. We tried our best. Yeah, the MTT spawns B1s and then can respawn B1s when they die, and they can respawn B1s once they die. A vicious cycle of dead droids.
Really killed them.
The main cause of B1 deaths is B1s existing. Alright. Everyone out, and then shoot something. You wouldn't mind shooting something on your way out. It'd be very helpful. Okay, is it just those left?
Fight's not over. Successful tactical adjustment.
To stop feeling
Well, I was gonna do that.
calculating.
Okay, didn't have to. Lost some AATs though. That's kind of upsetting. We'll get the retail caucus so we can build the LR57 faster. No,
Building started.
not doing it. We don't need to defend too much here because we can obviously just go straight out to Rhodia, which I'm going to do with the Diamond Cruiser. Yeah, I think that fleet should be hopefully enough to stop.
Resistance is within expected parameters.
Never mind, that's definitely not going to be enough. They have the Praetor again. Did we kill the Praetor? I don't know if we actually killed the last Praetor. I do not remember. We definitely fought the one Praetor. I don't know if this is a new one or that one. It's actually a lot of ships. Please don't interdict me. Bye.
Jedi and their order will pay for this debt.
Okay, so that's not ideal. Not sure where that actually ended up going to. We can surround it. But then they might attack us. And this fleet kind of sucks. Yeah, that's mostly just there to defend if it needs to. We've never been able to use these guys. Charlie's Toe and Captor America have been sitting on the back. What map is this? This is the Rimward campaign, where the new campaign map's in 0.3. And the Ariado campaign that we're going to be doing this starting this week is also a new map, the Western Reaches campaign, or the Western Reaches region, which is a regional map, PR, a new type of map,
Forming
one
squad.
far younger
Choose your
and more powerful. We can get the field bases.
Squad assignment accepted.
You should be able to hit almost to the base from here. I'm just going to move it even closer. It should be able to cover pretty much the entire map from that. It's not a huge map.
Hey, nice. I'm on point.
Construction
Yay.
complete.
Okay, so we'll get
Ready.
that
Follow
landing
me.
zone with them.
With you. Stay close to
This
me.
landing zone with them. And whichever forces we land here, we're going to go southwest to take what I assume is the ion cannon, or the hypervelocity gun.
I'm here.
Well, whatever we land at this side is going to go into the base. With the help of
Let me help.
Sora Bulk.
Secured
I
a landing
understand.
zone.
I'm on it.
Forming squad. Wolves attacking.
Moving.
But
Can I help you?
if that doesn't work, who knows? Okay, Sora.
Skywalker here.
Base is under attack.
See if you can hit the infantry.
Commander Skywalker reporting.
That seems like a better job for you.
got here.
Circuits functional.
I may need to bring down
Reinforcements considered.
some of what I was hoping to bring down over here. Just over here. Okay. Sora should be able to get that. Please? Please? Alright, if they stand still... You're all nice and anti-vehicle. You got that. Especially if we have some hailfires that are going to come in from the other side. Yeah, just slice. Okay, now you can go into the base. You got this. I believe in you.
Ready.
Oh, they're just going to keep coming in that way. But we drove them away. Sora, get the heavy vehicle factory. You're not going to be super fantastic against the infantry.
Selected.
But we can get, let's get the Hellfires over to what I assume is a field base here.
Forming squad.
I do need, oh, never mind. Don't do that. Don't do that. Run away. Roll away? Yeah, roll away. Sora. Get him. Here, just walk through the door. Don't Empire at War this to me. Empire at War brackets derogatory. It's gonna be interesting to see how the pathfinding goes in Petroglyph's new game, the World War I one that I did a video on last week. See if the Alamo engine, which I assume is what they're still using, like updated versions of GlyphX or Alamo. See what improvements have been made.
Lost a build pad.
I'm definitely gonna play that when it comes out. I'm trying to do more of the like scripted videos, whether that's the guides or news on upcoming games, other mod coverage,
Control
not necessarily other EaW mod coverage.
Constructing.
I do get enough Empire at War in my life personally.
Constructing.
Constructing. Beginning construction.
But try to branch out a little tiny bit. I guess I could try to just take all of those together. Maybe that's what we'll do on the next episode. Won't do it just yet. For now, we'll let that roll.
Complete.
And I'm gonna try to build a few more of these other planets up.
Roger.
Beginning construction.
I definitely like more of the MAFs. So we'll get more of those. And maybe even some Persuaders
Construction complete.
on the next roll. How are you looking? 224, that's 300 it was? Yeah, 300. We don't know what they have on the ground there. Could try to send Dengar in to do some damage. But let's see. What else do they have? What's the actual fleet comp here? They have 5 acclimators, 4 venators. So yeah, what we really... I'll tell you what I want. What I really, really want is a bunch of diamond cruisers. I really, really, really want a diamond cruiser.
Construction complete. Construction.
You wanna be my pathfinder? Gotta shoot down missiles. And I'd really like to connect Gamor so we can use those units that have been sitting on the back. But I guess it makes just as much sense. Let's get rid of Charlie's Toe and Captain America. Then I'll rebuild them over here. Get rid of you, get rid of you. Charlie's Toe and Captain America. You know what? I'm gonna try to go for it. They might have moved already, but if they haven't, it's time. Pray toward whichever gods you follow, clones.
Another trooper.
I don't know if they like worship Django.
Choose your reinforcements.
Okay, Doctor, give me the news.
Charging to
I got a
full
bad
power.
case of no B2s.
Booted up. Mobile. Finding my target.
Hard sales and Lupi, I think are going to be pretty good here. We've got a good amount of diamonds here as well. There's no invincible, and it's not like a ton of carriers, but it's something. And we've also got It's All Ohio. That's actually really good. And our bribe money at work. Big Scrimpin. And we'll get... My favorite ship is the Starhawk.
At maximum
Like, we can knock out this Venator really quickly, and Doctor
Secure target
can take out a few of these.
countdown approaching
Power
0.
pack charge. Optimized. I'll reboot them. Lining up.
Like,
We must complete both
nope,
shutdown
fighter bay. I
sequences.
should have manually targeted the fighter bay, but I think we'll have enough anti-fighter in the area that it's not a huge problem for us. Get the bombers straight on there. Get these 2 bulwarks onto you. All bombers go on that. You guys get in here. We did have a bit of a conversation about some of the ways we might be able to mitigate some of the lag in Fall of the Republic, especially
Droid ready.
the last little while. But I've also made some optimizations to my streaming setup. Because, like, obviously I'm not just telling my computer to run the game, I'm also trying to stream and record when I'm playing, which adds a bit to the load, too, for my CPU, even. And some of the changes I made to that when trying to figure out Dark Forces will hopefully
Shields
help
online.
with EaW as well. We'll see what that ends up looking like. I don't expect that to be a huge source of
Ensure they are disabled permanently.
lag, ultimately. Maybe it is, because this seems to be running
Frequency
a lot
open.
smoother than it would have been.
Blast doors operational.
Okay, you two get onto the Praetor. Ultimately, what they're here for is the anti-shield damage on that. And let's keep them on the bombers, on the fighters, everything. And our little guys can go for the Venator.
Republic cruiser has sustained critical damage.
Luckily, none of their CR90s are around here.
Orders. Communications are now
So that's always a good sign. It's gonna be good for our bombers. Okay, they got them.
planning for
I'm gonna try to move all the way through with some of these. Because we're about to get a bunch of dreadnoughts on the side there.
Protect the control tower to prevent a design vulnerability from becoming clear.
Alright, Yeah, I want that Lucre Hulk, or that Munificent, to go for the Venator. You guys are still ripping apart some shields there. I'm gonna get one to go on the Venator, because we're nearly done with the shields on this.
Unit online.
Get through. Okay. I am generally pleased. I rate this setup a 7 out of 11.
Success.
And it's good enough to get Charlie Pizza.
Visual scan confirmation. General protection fault.
All units decommissioned immediately.
Fighter Bay first, that's rule number 1. Go in behind, maybe. And let's see. Fighter Bay...
Control of
I don't think it's got too many fighters left even, so that's not necessarily a huge problem.
have reduced our numbers.
I have all auditory inputs.
Okay, well,
Shutdown complete.
we have lost the shields on It's All Ohio. Running interference. Wanna
Battle droid
come from the other side here.
numbers approaching critical.
It's getting just hammered. Poor little guy.
General Grievous frowns on
It's
such
body blocking.
ineptitude, usually with a lightsaber.
Alright, if it's gonna body block like that, we need to try to get all of the weapons off of this side.
Activated.
Because they're the ones that are gonna be hit.
Tracking audio disturbance.
Okay.
Annoyed. Target identified.
Copy. The lasers are our target.
Initial
At least it's gonna be through soon.
signal lost.
Mark destroyed.
Copy. Reporting.
We cannot allow Republic forces.
It's like
to
every
retake
hard point off
target
of this
Alpha.
side is just gone.
Unit eliminated. Killed enemy unit. Killed enemy unit. Human life. Unit eliminated.
Like a bad nature documentary.
Final arming sequence
Okay,
engaged.
it's not body blocking anymore, so it should be much safer. And we've got all of the
Data force.
dangerous stuff off of there.
Missile droid ready. Targeting aircraft.
Frigate report.
Okay, let's get you up further.
Shutdown sequence nearly complete.
Yeah, I don't think it's... I don't think it's gonna die.
Do not let Republic troops
Get out of there.
secure target Alpha.
Destroy those lasers.
And I'm gonna send all the fighters and bombers up to
Enemies found. Flash coming.
this side.
Enemy unit.
Countdown approaching 0.
They'll soon be offline. Refusing.
Yeah, I think we're okay.
The lasers are our target.
I should have accounted more for the garrisons when I deployed how I was. Like, I was thinking maybe we'd go and get the shipyard right away. Didn't end up doing that because the freighter turned out to be a problem apparently.
We must complete.
We're getting
shutdown
shields back on
sequences.
you.
Enemy.
So we've only lost like 13 pop worth of anything. We're 11 Epsilon B2s. I don't stop lying about me.
Weapons armed.
Flash coming.
Target in sight.
12 pop for what we've killed here. It's pretty good. I'll take that trade.
To go, Brian. I'll clean their
Oh,
processor.
never mind.
Update. Republic bomber
We lost another Munificent.
has met with failure.
22 pop. Alright, dental floss cutter.
Visual scan confirmation.
get in on this on the main station then.
Shields online. Shields back online.
Praetor is gone. You guys need to get over here too. I'm actually going to go straight for the shipyard with them. Because we should be able to get in a bit faster on you guys.
Last door.
I'm not that worried about them as long as they don't try taking out the Providence with it. So the the Praetor one obviously doesn't have a death clone there, but it's still in line to get an updated model. Because Bob did the Praetor 2 and Praetor Carrier, but we haven't done a new Praetor 1 yet. I'm not 100% sure when that would be done, or who even wants to do it. I don't think Bob wants to. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know that anyone wants to. That's the problem with such a millennial, free-flowing work atmosphere that we have in the mod team, where, like, oh, no one gets paid anything, and people just do whatever they want, is that if someone doesn't want to do something, right? We don't do it.
Current target acquired. Charge! Terminate them. Visual scan confirmation.
Back in my day, you didn't get participation trophies for working on mods.
Targeting reticle.
Alright, there we go. Weber would be spinning in his grave. Alright, well. We lost my favorite ship is... That's really not bad for what we killed there. Let's take a nice little look on these guys. Military, yeah, they're dropping. Economy, they're still way above us. But that's going to do it for the first episode for tonight. We're going to keep going here on Twitch. But for those of you watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series so far, and hope to see you next time. Bye, everyone.